Good afternoon, I'm Jamie with your Solent Sports News Roundup. Merthyr Town and AFC Totton met in the third round qualifier of the FA Trophy at the weekend. Totton sit a division below their opponents coming into the fixture. Tom Goward has the report.
Taylor has been taken out and it's going to be a penalty. Less than 2 minutes played and the Stags have a spot kick. Scott Rendell steps up, stutter step, and he scores! AFC Totton take the lead.
Totten's fairy tale FA Trophy run continued as they dumped Merthyr Town out of their own backyard. The Stags made the 6-hour round trip to Penny Darren Park and knocked out the Martyrs courtesy of a Scott Rendell penalty.
And that's it! There's the full-time whistle and AFC Totton knock out Merthyr Town of the league above. Your final score here is Merthyr Town 0, AFC Totton 1.
St Vincent and the Grenadines international Jordan Regay was buzzing with his side's resilient performance.
Yeah, it feels good, man. You know, we grafted that out. We knew they were good opposition, and we came with a plan and executed it. So yeah, it feels good, man. It feels good. There's no better feeling, really. You know, it gives you butterflies, really, because we work on it in training, and then to go out and do it, yeah, it feels great.
Steve Brookwell, who's the club's CEO, believes the quality of the opposition cannot be understated, as Merthyr sit 11th in the division above AFC Totton.
Listen, it's a really difficult place to come at any time, and at the end of the day, both sides were fully committed to the cup tie. Great to be here, great to win the game, great to be in the hat for Monday.
Brookwell recently offered Totten's manager Jimmy Bull a 5-year contract, and the Stags gaffer repaid his trust brilliantly.
Let's be really honest, we actually should have scored 3 or 4 goals out there. Now they could have. Really, but I would say we had more chances than them, good chances. JJ, Ethan, Scotty Rendell earlier on, Ethan probably 2. The corner where we've got in really comfortably. So yeah, I'm really happy.
Jimmy Bull's side will face Redditch United on the 29th of October in the first round proper, as they look to better their third round exit last season, whilst Merthyr turn their attentions back to league action, where they will travel to Northley.
As England prepare for the upcoming World Cup in Qatar, manager Gareth Southgate has a selection headache. There's one position in particular that has got the fans up and down the country talking. Archie Pascoe has the report.
Gareth Southgate's England team heading to the World Cup this winter, there's been a debate going on as to who should fill the spot at right back. Gabby Bonglahor's had a glowing review of Reece James' recent performance in the Champions League, where Chelsea ran out 3-0 winners.
We keep talking about right backs.
Well, where do you sit in it? I mean, I thought Reece James was fantastic.
I just think everything about his game for me is defending, going forward. You know, he knows the right times to overlap. He's got the speed as well. And look at his goal.
Jurgen Klopp had choice words and didn't want to comment on the matter, but still had some words about the preparations of the England team.
Helps Germany, maybe, I'm not sure, but doesn't help England. I don't know why we do that. It's a situation that a manager picks a player or not, which I would decide obviously differently, but I'm not in charge for this team.
Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp went on to defend his right-back's ability furthermore.
There are stories out there that all the time people talk about him and say he's not a good defender. That's not true. He's a good defender. He doesn't defend always good. That's true as well. That's what we are working on. He's a young player. He's 23. And there's space for improvement, definitely.
This is a debate that's been going on for the last few years, and many people have opinions. We decided to go around Southampton and ask the people of the city who they think should be England's starting right-back at the World Cup.
I think Reece James should be the starting right-back for England because he's so good offensively and defensively that I think he's got that perfect balance that you need for a right-back.
I think Reece James should start at the World Cup. I think he's the strongest right back. He's the best defensively.
I think Trent Alexander-Arnold should start right back. He's not very good that defensively, but going forward and set pieces and his threat going forward would help England out a lot.
I think it should be Reece James starting if he's fit enough for the World Cup. If not, maybe like a wild card, someone like a Ben White should, I think, take that role.
Yeah, I think Ben White as well. I think his form with Arsenal has been really good, so I'd like to see him in the squad.
I think Joe Gomez should be starting right back for England at the World Cup because they've looked a bit weak at the back recently, and he has had a fantastic season so far, so he'd shore them up.
With so many opinions, all eyes will be on Gareth Southgate's team sheet come the World Cup.
The Great South Run took place this weekend with thousands of runners participating in a 10-mile event in Southsea. It is the 32nd year that the race has been held. Tom Humphrey has the report.
An estimated 20,000 people took part in the Great South Run in Portsmouth at the weekend. Olympian Ben Connor won the race with a time of 47 minutes and 19 seconds. Team GB's Lily Partridge was the fastest woman with a time of 54 minutes and 29 seconds.
Partridge about to cross the line. Look at the clock, guys. Will she get under 54.30? She may well do it, guys. Cheer on the line. 2022 Great South Run, elite women's winner.
However, the race isn't just for elite athletes, with people of all ages and abilities able to compete. Pacer Dave Keats was running his 6th straight Great South Run, yet his enthusiasm hasn't died down just yet.
It's a good buzz. It's a good city, it's a good race, great fun.
The run goes along the seafront and takes runners past the HMS Victory, and the windy conditions prove tricky for some runners.
Laura Wallace. It was hard with lots of people. Not my best time at all, but I did it. It's always windy when you go along the seafront. Those last 2 miles, it's just wind on you the whole time.
But for some participants, their time isn't the most important thing. It's the taking part that counts.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Not my best time, but I don't care really. It's fun taking part.
That was the voice of Martin Jenkins, who was running his 4th straight Great South Run. The event is expected to have raised £3 million for good causes nationwide, including Fiona, who was running in aid of her son Rudy, who has cerebral palsy.
Knowing that we can get him up, running and moving about and doing this run, hopefully in a couple of years, will be amazing.
You have smashed it here today!
The showcase is also expected to drum up thousands of pounds for Portsmouth's local economy. The next scheduled Great Run event is the Great Birmingham Run, which will take place in May 2023.
The Solent Redhawks are looking forward to a positive future, with a look into how American football would be like in 20 years. Jamie Hale reports.
For the Bills, and look at Wade go! All the way from England to the house! Touchdown, Buffalo! Unbelievable!
From Christian Wade's amazing 65-yard touchdown to Jay Ajayi's Super Bowl win for the Philadelphia Eagles, the Brits have made quite a name for themselves on American soil. 28,000 Brits are currently playing American football and over 13 million fans in the UK, with those numbers growing rapidly. Here is Billy Swallow, a representative of the Solent Redhawks, on what they plan to do to increase this number.
We've put posts up around all the accommodation, Instagram, Facebook. We asked the My Solent Sport pages to put our posts up, and yeah, just non-stop.
Over half of the universities in the UK now offer American football scholarships, with over an 8% increase in Google searches over the last year for the sport in the UK. Solent University has developed their American football team to become one of the best in the UK, thanks to help from their team coach.
My name is Sam Barnett. I'm the assistant wide receiver and quarterback coach for the Solent Redhawks. I think that, I think it's just the media that's the reason why it's so much expanded, with BT Sport getting contracts with college football and American football. Sky Sports have a massive NFL part now.
The involvement looks to be growing in the UK, as another 34 universities are preparing to open their academies to the students. Along with the increasing involvement and participation in the sport, Oxford have received a funding of £825,000 to improve the county's involvement in the sport. Continuing his involvement with the sport, Johnny Wilson speaks to us.
I've been a fan of NFL for a really long time. I think it's great that it's finally getting some attention in the UK. We've seen it with baseball having the London series over, but having all these NFL games played in London, it's great.
With the numbers still growing, there will be plenty of opportunities for you to be the next Christian Wade or Jay Ajayi. Jamie Hale, Solent Sport News. And that is all from us for now, but remember, you can keep up to date on our website, solentjournalism.co.uk. Thank you very much.